Hello everyone, welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Something happened with my first playthrough. Unfortunately, it got corrupted or something. I'm not exactly sure how this happened. But as I was playing, it sort of started to stutter. And then over time, the stutter sort of turned into a permanent freeze. And then every single time I logged into the game, I had, I don't know, maybe a minute or two before the game would start stuttering again. And it has something to do with the moon quest, you know, collecting the demiguises. I'm not too sure how far you guys are through it, but there is part of the quest line where you collect demiguises. And that quest, there's something wrong with it. I've seen a few people talk about it, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with playing the original version of the game and then the day one patch. And if you were in the middle of the quest, then I think the patch sort of threw the game that you were playing out of whack if you were in the middle of this particular quest line. So I'm sure it's not affecting a huge number of people, but it sort of completely corrupted my play file and my save file, and I couldn't play that character anymore. Had to start a whole new character, unfortunately, as you can see here. I tried to just get up to the same point we were before. You can see I'm not quite there. I'm level 25. However, we were level 29, or at least that's where I was before it started glitching out and everything. And I'd done a lot of stuff. I think I was about 51% through the game. Or you can see down the bottom there's like a challenges percent. I was about 51% on that. And now I'm a little bit over 40, I think. So I've done a fair bit again. You can see the character looks a little bit similar. We're called Rolfie Porter now instead of Potter. But yeah, same point that we left it off from before. That's where I'm at. So the playthrough will continue. It's just if you're wondering why we look different or the character feels, you know, different move set or different items and different name and different house and everything. That's why I pretty much had to start a whole new character because it was corrupted. Yeah, unfortunately, like I can still log in and start playing again as Rolfie Potter the first playthrough, but after a few minutes, the game will start glitching, start stuttering, and it virtually becomes unplayable. So, a bit unfortunate, but at least we got back to the point we we're at. I've completely completed the demiguise quest. I've handed in all the moons so we can unlock all the chests now, just in case it did happen again. I made a lot of saves and things, and it doesn't seem to be glitching out or anything now, so I hope it is good. But that's enough from me. Here we go. We're about to jump in and continue on from where we were before. Let's do it. Rolfie Potter. Porter. Didn't really know what to call myself, so I just ended up on Porter. So yeah, here we are in the room of requirement. I'm not exactly sure I mentioned this in my first playthrough, but I did a little bit of upgrading actually in the room of requirement, and you get to a point where you can start breeding beasts. And so I've done a little bit of this. I'll just show you one of them here. Just not going to go too long before we start getting into the main mission, but I would just like to give you an update on what we're actually doing. So you can get these breeding pens now, and you can breed the beasts that are basically in each sanctuary that we've got here. And I mean, I'm not sure if this is the best way of making money, but I usually just take the offspring that I'm getting and then just go sell them in Hogsmeade. It sounds a little bit brutal, but I found it's a really good way actually of making money. So I just breed all the beasts that I get and then grab the offspring and go sell them, and then they just line them up to breed again. It's a little bit inhumane, but it works, and you get a lot of offspring out of it. So yeah, you just come into the sanctuary, whoops, and then you grab the offspring that are here. Oh, they're not actually ready yet. They still have 11 minutes, and then you grab them all and do that for all the sanctuaries that we have. We have 3, I think, right now, and I think you can get a total of 4. So we've got one in the middle, one up there, one up there, so each corner. I'm not sure where the 4th one would go, but yeah, pretty cool. Everything's sorted. This is our potions area here. I don't really need any potions right now, especially because these jumping pot things, these are insane. Like every 30 minutes, I think, of in-game time, they just produce a potion. I think it's 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes of in-game time, they produce a potion, and if you keep coming back to the room of requirement, you just collect these potions so quickly. And here, like, it's farming like plants and things and moonstone, and then here I've got some combat, I don't want to say vegetables, combat plants ready to be harvested as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Room of requirement, that's what it looks like right now. But what I'm more interested in is actually continuing on with the quest line, because I've done every quest twice now, so I'm really interested to see what actually happens. So these were the 2 assignments we got left with at the end of the last episode. I have completed the prerequisites to do them. We've got Transfiguration class during the day and attend a Beast class during the day. So we're going to do Beast class first. We're going to get the spell Bombarda for this. So we'll just jump down here, and it's over here. I think it is during the day right now, so we could be able to Should be able to start this quest straight away. Oh, okay. It's not during the day. We're gonna have to wait a little bit, but that's not a problem. Yeah, it's such a shame that the first playthrough got corrupted, because I was having so much fun going through all the Merlin trials and everything as well, and I did so many of them.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
Alright, here we go. Finally, a new spell.
Wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Bombarda. This is probably going to be my go-to red spell, I think.
Well done. Now, let us put...
What should we use it? Probably like this down the bottom. Yeah, I'm basically focusing on Glacial and I think it's Hang on. Defindo, yeah. Because Glacial and Defindo, apparently if you use them together, it gives like a little bit of a... like an attack boost. Or not attack boost, but more of a damage boost. If you slice them once they've been frozen, so...
Practice,
seems
shall
good.
We? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Oh, okay. Want a pumpkin? Like this one?
Excellent wand work. Cast
Wow.
a spell just like that every time. Yours and in control.
Is a heavy damage spell that causes an explosive blast in a large area. Yeah, I wonder if the cooldown on it is, because of that, a little bit longer. Because I can't imagine this is just like a heavy damage upgraded spell. But you can use it as much as the other ones. I feel like there's got to be some sort of downside. Anyway, let's go to the other one. Weasley. Attend Transfiguration class during the day. Here we go. I guess I'll start here. We haven't unlocked this fast travel point yet. Well, I mean, in this playthrough, at least, anyway. Also, if I sound a little bit stuffy, a little bit weird, I am still a little bit sick. Hopefully, I'll get over this pretty soon. There's a lot of things in the castle I haven't found yet either, which I obviously did in the first playthrough because I just didn't really want to find everything and have my game be corrupted again. So I sort of beelined it to that quest that wasn't working for me to see if it was going to work. And it seems fine, so we can go on a collecting spree at some point. Like, even things like this haven't collected either. Oh, it's not a fire spell. So it doesn't trigger these. Interesting.
Incendio.
I thought because it was red. I guess Defindo is also not a fire spell. Oh. Okay, so maybe like the undead, it's also not going to be very effective against them either. I think it's good to keep Incendio then on the second slot down the bottom. Just in case we do need it. Alright, here we go.
Finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Transfiguration class.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Yeah, see, like this quest I've actually already completed, but obviously in this playthrough I haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Right, here we go. Transformation.
Beautifully done.
Cool. Assign new spell. So, I sort of got to think about what I want to do here, because I want to combine Glacial with Defindo. That's sort of like a combo, and I've upgraded both of these as well on the talent tree. So these are pretty powerful. I guess I don't really need Accio, but the thing is I do still need a purple spell just in case they pop the shields. Huh, so maybe I put Transformation down the bottom? Speak to Professor Weasley, because I'll just tell you why before we continue here. There is a talent in the transformation side of things over here. It says enemies struck with the transformation spell transform into explosive objects. So you can see like they transform themselves into one of these red barrels, and these red barrels themselves also pretty much one-shot enemies. So you're sort of getting a 2-for-1 with this skill. You know what? I'm just going to unlock this now. And then I also wanted to unlock this one because there's an explosive blast with a massive area of effect. And you can see this has been upgraded and this has been upgraded. Oh, Confringo. That's right. I upgraded Confringo as well. I don't really use Confringo now anyway, but it was nice in the time that I had it. But yeah, enough talking. Let's continue.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
The assignments have helped?
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Oh, do we have to be truthful here? Yes.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Cool. Quest completed. Complete assignment 6 out of 6. Not too shabby. Now what? In this shadow... Oh, we could speak to Sebastian in the Undercrofts. This is sort of the continuation of the dark side of the spells, I guess, you know, like Crucio and the spells that are going to come after that. Because as far as I can tell, I think we've pretty much got close to all the spells now. I think there's only 2. Yeah, these ones, which I'm pretty sure we're going to learn from Sebastian anyway. So, in terms of unlocking spells, we're pretty much done. Which is pretty nuts. Okay, so yeah, we'll continue on with this one in the Shadow of Discovery. I'm sure as we continue with the missions here, we're going to get a post from someone telling us what's next in terms of the main mission. But for now, let's do this one.
Handy resource indeed.
There we go, Lord Gook.
But I have
Just as I was saying.
idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Oh, okay. In a goblin mine. Oh, we haven't actually explored that much of the south of Hogwarts, have we? Or the south of the region. There wasn't really any need to, I guess.
You'll never believe.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I actually think we've been through this before. Yeah, we have actually done this already, but that's alright, we'll go through it again.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Well, we know he actually pops out now. So, let's just say we should to see if he actually says anything different.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Oh, if you
Don't
use
feel
that
sorry
option,
for
he
Ominous.
doesn't pop out.
Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Oh, now he is there.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Talk with Ominous? Yeah, come on.
I am not letting this go.
Man, he's angry.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Poor Anne and Sebastian.
That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I can't lose
Yeah,
Sebastian
I mean,
too.
we've heard all this. I'm going to skip through this,
Those
I think.
It
There
would
we go.
mean a lot.
So we've got two different quest lines now, apparently. It's all gobbledygook in the shadow of the mine. Speak with Amit, meet Sebastian by the Overlook. Oh. Interesting. Level 21, 20... Okay. Alright, before we do anything, I think I'm going to speak to Poppy about the dragon. Because we picked up that dragon egg, right? In that Fire and Vice quest that we did in the last episode. So we'll see. Maybe we're going to do something with the egg now.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Talk to Poppy.
I'll say it again.
Revelio.
Please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna track down the dragon. So I think we'll continue on with the main mission here. We'll go, it's all gobbledygook. Seems good. So we have to speak with Amit, I think, first. And he is all the way at the top of the astronomy tower. What a surprise. Here he is.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Okay. Quest started. Where are we going to meet him? Oh, true. He said something about going all the way down south, didn't he? So we go to this fast travel point. Yeah, the demiguises, collecting those was a little bit of a hassle, but if you focus on all the towns out in the world, you can get actually most of them. And once you unlock the second lock for Alohomora,
enough little place.
Then you can actually go to Hogsmeade, and a lot of those doors, like you can open them as well, and there's some demiguises in there. So I guess if you do it in order,
This
you do
place has seen better days.
the towns in the world and collect all those ones, and then you go to Hogsmeade, collect all those ones, and then you try and find some in Hogwarts. You do get there over a matter of time. Takes a little bit, but it's alright. So here we are. The mine entrance. Also, when I first came into the world here, I did not realize how many different Merlin trials there are. There's so many of them, like 50 plus. They're all over the place.
Stop that!
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Hogsmeade. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Alright, we're ready.
Hogsmeade and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Enter the goblin mine. Is he coming with me? Yeah. Alright, nice.
The door is looking at us.
Oh yeah, true. Hang on. We're gonna disappear for a sec, buddy.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Here we go.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
Revelio.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Oh, whoops. Accidentally clicked that. I should probably change that to something else, just in case I do accidentally click it.
A goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this leaf. Impressive. So simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Thought I locked him out for a second.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio.
Oh, there we go.
Revelio.
Oh! What a pleasant surprise.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Alright, here we go. We got some bogies up
You
here.
need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Let's try our transfig. Oh, a little bit of a waste of ancient magic, but that's fine.
That was a little more than
Revelio. I'll get us through here safely, Hogsmeade. You have my word.
Is that not operational yet?
Revelio.
Maybe it's not?
We're being watched.
Yeah, I know that. What's up
By
the stairs?
door.
Nothing. Alright, let's just creep through the door then.
Yes, of course.
I wonder what the cooldown is actually on that transfiguration, because it seems pretty nuts, hey? Just turn them into an explodable barrel?
Incendio. Rebellion.
Alright, let's go.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Hogsmeade. See if we can find any plans.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Alright.
Incendio.
Oh, that's already on? Okay.
Revelio.
Nothing else over here. It seems like the way... let's go up over here, actually. There's a lot of stuff here. So good.
Revelio.
Like, small encounters like that are so easy because all your cooldowns are obviously just been refreshed.
Gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
I don't know, buddy.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Descender! Blazing Axe! Defender!
Whoops. Did that run the wrong way? Fine though.
Not quite.
That is so nuts.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Within about 2 seconds, you can kill 2 enemies with that transfiguration thing. What you got for me? Oh, it opens up the area. Okay, let's, before we go in there, let's double check we've seen everything. Because there seems to be a few more things to collect here.
Revelio.
This is how we get to the chest. Seafoam nightwear. Interesting. Short stairs. Huh. I wonder if there's a little bit of verticality in the room of requirement. Like you build stairs and then build like a top level or something. It doesn't seem like that.
Revelio.
Oh, there's planes over here. I didn't even see these.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
It looks like there's planes over there as well, but hopefully I didn't already need to go there. Can I actually get through here though? Don't think so. Alright, you know what? Instead of this purple spell, let's try this... What's it called? Bombarda? Because with the purple shields, I can sort of save my ancient magic to use it on the people with purple shields. And I think, if I remember correctly, my perfectly timed Protego can also take off the purple shields as well, or just shields in general.
Revelio.
So we might not
Devil's
actually need
snare.
it.
Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Lumos. Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio.
I mean, we really don't need this leaves and stuff. We've got enough of all this already. Well, especially with the Room of Requirements. If you invest in the right pots and things early for that room, then collecting resources pretty much becomes easy halfway through the game. Alright, you know what? Let's change this to... Oh, I can't. Blow up a loyalist center with a bombarder while they charge their magic. Interesting. We could use bombarder. Oh, that didn't work?
I will make you pay.
Oh, hang on.
This is where you
There we go.
I won't rest. Death to your
I gotta get used to using my magic in the right order.
He's coming back this way.
There we go. Nice. Oh, nice. Good stuff.
Revelio. That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Alright, what do we got here? Oh, now I don't have it now. Okay, we'll just put it... I guess we'll put it, like, at the top here.
Revelio.
Okay, it looks like we have to go that way, but I just want to grab these chests. It seems like there's a little bit of a side area. Over here. Oh, this is that area we couldn't get to before. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Incendio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Wow. Now that that's on, I think we might be able to pull that. And things will come on this conveyor belt, maybe? No? Yes? Oh, here. Oh, it opened up the doors. Oh, left with him, without him
I
again.
need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
I don't know why I bother hitting these moonstone things either. We really don't need it anymore. Oh, hang on. Before we do go out. Level 2. Yeah, like I said, we've got all the lockpicking skills. Oh, what's it called again? Alohomora. All the Alohomora levels. So any sort of doors we come up against is nice. We can just completely unlock everything.
Revelio.
Square shape paintings. I actually think that's a faster way of getting around.
We're almost out of here, Hogsmeade. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Oh, is this the lift? Oh, maybe this way? I can't remember. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, Hogwarts Valley. We did it.
Can we please talk?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Hogsmeade. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Alright, let's talk to Lodgok.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Cool. It's all gobbledygook. 260? Oh, pretty close to level 26 now.